Welcome to the channel. What happens when one of the most outspoken figures in sports, NFL legend and current Colorado Buffaloes head coach, Deion "Primetime" Sanders, has a problem with how his son is treated in the league? Well, we got our answer this week. After Shilo Sanders was cut from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Deion reportedly sent a 5-word message to head coach Todd Bowles, and fans are split on whether it was justified or just plain out of line. Stick around, because this story has everything: family drama, NFL politics, and primetime being primetime. Let's start with the basics. Shilo Sanders, the son of Pro Football Hall of Famer Deion Sanders, has been carving out his own football career. He's made a name for himself as a tough safety at Jackson State and later at Colorado, where he played under his father's coaching. But like many young players trying to make it to the NFL, his journey has been smooth. Recently, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers brought him in for a shot. Fans were excited to see if Shiloh could follow in his dad's legendary footsteps. But the dream didn't last long for punching another player. Reports broke that Shiloh was cut from the team, leaving his NFL future uncertain, and that's when things got spicy. According to reports, Deion Sanders wasn't happy at all. In fact, he allegedly fired off a 5-word message to Bucs head coach Todd Bowles. That message? "You'll regret this decision." Simple, director, and a little bit threatening. Now, if you know anything about Deion Sanders, this shouldn't shock you. He's never been one to bite his tongue. Whether it's protecting his players at Colorado or standing up for his sons, Primetime is always front and center, speaking his mind for fairness. But was this the right move? That's where the debate begins. The reaction to Deion's words has been all over the place. On one side, you've got fans who are saying, that's a father defending his son. Nothing wrong with that. They argue that Deion is simply doing what any dad would do, standing up for his kid when he feels like there is an unfairness going on. He's being overlooked for his actions. One fan wrote on Twitter, "If my son got cut, I'd be mad too. Deion's just being real." But then there's the other side, and they are not impressed. Critics are saying Deion went too far, calling his message unprofessional and even borderline threatening. One commenter put it bluntly, "This is the NFL, not Pop Warner. If Shiloh did follow NFL rules, he wouldn't have been in this situation. That's on him, not the coach." And some even worry that Deion's fiery reaction could hurt Shiloh's chances with other teams. Because who wants to deal with a dad who sends threats to coaches? So here's the real question. Was this about Shiloh or about Deion? Think about it. Deion Sanders has built his entire career around confidence, swagger, and proving people wrong. From his days as a two-sport star in the NFL and MLB, to now being one of the most talked about coaches in college football, Prime has always thrived on being larger than life. For him, hearing that his son got cut might have felt personal, not just an attack on Shiloh, but a slight on the Sanders family legacy. And honestly, that legacy weighs heavy. We've seen the same with Shilo Sanders, Deion's quarterback son at Colorado, who's constantly compared to NFL stars before even taking a pro snap. For the Sanders family, football isn't just a game, it's the family business. So maybe Deion's 5 words weren't just for Todd Bowles. Maybe they were for the entire NFL. A warning shot saying, "Don't count out my family." The big question now, where does Shiloh go from here? Getting cut is tough, but it's not the end. Plenty of players bounce around teams before finding the right fit. Some start on practice squads, others head to the CFL, XFL, or even overseas before working their way back to the NFL. While Shilo Sanders has demonstrated real potential for Tampa Bay, showcasing the hard-hitting physicality, coverage skills, and trademark swagger of his Hall of Fame father, his path forward is now clouded by on-field controversy. The NFL, however, operates on a strict set of rules, not legacy. And despite Deion Sanders' undeniable desire to protect his son, his recent intervention may have done more harm than good. When does a father's advocacy cross the line into detrimental interference? The uncomfortable truth is that while Deion's intentions are rooted in love, his headline-dominating approach might already be too late to help. Was Deion right to speak up for his son, or did he just make things harder for Shiloh by putting extra pressure? One thing's for sure, when it comes to the Sanders family, drama is never too far away. What do you think? Was Deion Sanders just being a good dad? Or did he cross the line by threatening an NFL coach? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on that bell so you never miss another hot gossip. Catch you on the next video.